Hello, 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 everybody. Welcome to the Coaching Corner with me, the IEP Coach. For all of you who are new to the IEP Coach, I am Jamila F. Bashir, aka the IEP Coach, and I am the founder of the IEP Coach LLC. We are an education consulting company, and we specialize in providing special education centered support to our teachers, our paraprofessionals, instructional assistants, and our parents, because we truly feel when we support our teachers and paraprofessionals through our professional development and coaching services, they are more likely to stay in their role. They're getting the training that they need. They're feeling more fulfilled. Parents are being educated about the different special education processes. They can confidently advocate for themselves, and that supports the student on both sides, the teacher side as well as the parent side. All right, that's just a little bit about us. So welcome to the Coaching Corner. We go live every Tuesday, 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And before we get started, hello again, everyone. And let's share out this live, okay? Let's share out the live with as many people as possible. As I'm telling you to share it out, I am sharing it out as well. So I hope everyone is having an amazing day. It is hot. It's just hot. It's not humid. It's hot. Outside it was 84 degrees yesterday up here, and it's 90. It was 84 yesterday, and it's 90 degrees today. So I don't know about everybody else. I didn't have the windows down. I just turned the air conditioner on in a car today. I could not take the heat. I'm like, I can't. I just can't do it right now. So I definitely had the air conditioning on in the car. And let me just share out the live. Share out the live. Oh, hold on. Here we go. Let me share it out. So definitely let me know where you are tuning in from. Where you're tuning in from. Hi, the Miss Janice. Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you so much. Let us know where you are tuning in from. So let me share this out. Tune in now. Okay, let me see. All right. Alrighty. Oh, we got some people from Fort Worth, Texas. Thank you, Clever Crayon Zone. Zone? If I mispronounced that wrong, I apologize. Thank you so much. We got people from Fort Worth, Texas tuning in. So we appreciate you. And if you can hear us, please let us know that you can hear us. I just want to make sure everyone can hear us, and you can hear, because we done had some our own struggles with our with our sound. So definitely, so let me know if you can't hear us or anything like that. Let me know. After we finish, we're never on here too long. We're just going to share some information, and then we're going to open it up for questions, because a lot of you have questions and I want you to ask your questions. So we're going to be talking about some myths, okay? Because there are a lot of myths that go on in special education, okay? And one of the biggest myths is that special education is a place. A lot of times they think, oh, the special education classroom, that's where the kids with IEPs belong. That's where they need to go. That's where they're going to go to get educated. That's where they're going to go to get the support that they need. It's going to be in the special education classroom because it's a place. Special education is a place. Special education, it is not a place. It is a service. Now, that service can be provided in a gen ed classroom. It can be provided in the special education classroom. It can be provided in a counselor's office. It can be provided anywhere. It can be provided in a least restrictive environment for the student. Okay? Hey, Tanika, thank you so much for joining. So the special education, it is a service. It is not a place. So, and that, I want to say, this has been a huge myth since I started teaching back in 2000, like in the early 2000s. It's like people think special education is a place. It's where your student's supposed to go. No, it's a service. Okay. I don't know how loud I have to say it. It is a service. Okay. The second myth that I want to debunk is Some teachers think that because special education teachers may have fewer students, they don't have a lot to do. They don't have a lot on their plate. Oh, their job is easy. They only got a couple students. I can do it. And that is a bunch of bull. And if you saw my reels today, you heard me say that, because just because you have fewer amount of students, you have to understand some of those students are like 2 people or feel like 3 people because of their needs. So there's a lot that special education teachers have to do. It's not just teaching. You're managing behavior. You are progress monitoring, academics, behavior. You're a case manager. You got to keep up with their related services. You got to keep up with communication with the parent. You also got to support the gen ed teachers. So there's so much that special education teachers have to do. They're special education teachers never chilling, always on our feet. And sometimes you may only see us if we're going to the bathroom. So you might see us in a hallway. You might think, dang, she never with her kids, which is far from the truth. I remember I had a teacher. I remember the first 2 weeks of school, our principal always had us do all the intervention testing in the beginning. And if there were any kids whose IEP were done at the very beginning of the year, or might have been done over the summer, or needed to be done over the summer that didn't occur, we did them the first 2 weeks of school. And I never forget, one teacher was like, she was like low-key throwing shade. She was just like, oh, because we went into the teachers lounge because we had to make copies for for the meeting. She was just like, oh, so what are you doing since you don't have any students for 2 weeks? I was like, oh my God, there's so much we have to do. And I just ran down the list, and her face, you know how people, their face they make when it's like, yeah, like, shut up. Yeah, you feel stupid right now after I done told you what I needed to do or whatever, and you feel stupid about what you said. That's how her face looked. And I wanted to say, pick your face up. Because that's what she looked like. And it's like, mind your business. And it's like, as my colleague, like, how dare you just assume I'm not doing any work just because I don't have any students for this particular period of time. So special education teachers are always working, always. And they have so much on their plate. Remember, they are case managers and they are teachers. So they have a huge load on them. All right. Another myth that we're going to debunk is that once you're in special education, you're always going to be in special education. That is not true. Depending on the severity of the student's disability, they may require special education services for the rest of their education. For some students, that may not be the case. They may only needed their IEP for about 2 or 3 years. They may have only needed their IEP in the very beginning of their education. They may have just needed for a year. It could just be related services. They may just need counseling for this particular period of time. Special education is not meant for the rest of your life. It is not a life sentence. Okay? Special education is not a life sentence. All right? Another myth, and then I'm going to have you guys ask any questions that you may have. Another myth is that I'll say special education teachers don't really teach. They don't have any, our credentials are not the same as the gen ed teachers. That is so far from the truth. Special education teachers, of course, we have to have our license for to teach special education. We also have licenses for other content areas that we have attained. So, for instance, I have my special education teaching license. I have my reading specialist license. I have my ESL license. I have my principal license. I have my supervisor special education license. I have my license for be a supervisor of curriculum and instruction. I have a bunch of licenses, so that way I can do those particular things. I can focus on those particular areas. The reason I did reading specials is because I knew I had students who were struggling with reading a lot. Some teachers, they have their special education cert, as well as I'm certified to teach K to 12. They're also certified. They may be certified to teach. I'm certified to teach English K to 8. You have some teachers, hey, math is their thing, so they got their certification in math as well. You know what I mean? We have other areas that we are licensed to teach in, because also we need to know the content that we're instructing. We need to know the content and the curriculum, so that way we can properly modify and accommodate the students that we're serving, not only just in our spaces, but also in all spaces. Especially you're co-teaching, you're teaching with the gen ed teacher. You need to know that curriculum. So of course we have the credentials to teach that content, because how else can we modify the content and accommodate the students? Like, let's come on now. So those are just a few myths that are floating out there in the special education streets. Have you guys heard of any myths? Drop them in the comments right now. Are there any myths that you have heard of? Anything you heard about special education or anything about IEPs and you're like, I don't know if this is true or not? Drop it in the comment section now and we can address it. Let me see if we have any questions. Not questions. Anybody else? Anybody have any myths that they heard about? All right. Any myths? Let's double check. Let's check Instagram. Anybody got any myths? Does anyone have any questions? And your question doesn't have to be about what we focused on today. If you have questions about IEPs, you have questions about special education, feel free to type it in the comments and we will answer it for you. And also, the school year is about to be over. The school year is about to be over. It is ending for some. The school year has already ended. You may be trying to figure out what you're going to do over the summer to support your child, or you want to set your child up. You want to set yourself up for success for next year as a teacher or as a parent, and you need support. Book a discovery call with us at the IEP Coach. It is absolutely free to book a call with us. Please book a call with us. Let us know what your needs are. If you're on Instagram, click the link in our bio to book a discovery call. Definitely book that discovery call. It is absolutely free, and we can see which of our services will best support your needs. We have some things coming up for the summer that we're going to be doing for our parents as well as our teachers. So definitely keep a lookout. Let's just see if we have any questions here. Okay, let me see. Oh, that must have... Did it freeze? Okay, let's add the comment here. So yes, book your discovery call. Okay. All right. Do we have any questions? I know it takes a moment for you guys to type your questions, so I want to make sure I give you time to type your question. What questions do you have regarding special education, IEPs? Feel free to ask your questions now. Also, we dropped our link for you guys to book a discovery call with us to see which of our services can best support you. The discovery call is absolutely free for you to schedule. Do you have any questions? All right, I'm going to give you a couple more seconds. I don't see any questions on Instagram. I don't see any questions. I do not see any questions. And okay, you guys don't have any questions. So as always, we're going to be sharing out some information about the Academy of Natural Science is having a resource fair on Sunday, June 8th, and it's going to be a sensory friendly environment. So we're going to be sharing a flyer about that. The IEP coach will be there, and there's some other things that are coming up too. So we're going to be sharing our flyers about that and our webinars that we have coming up over the summer. So definitely keep a lookout. And as always, please be kind to yourselves. Please be safe, and you guys stay cool because it is getting hot out here. Okay, so stay cool, and we will see you next Tuesday, 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. See ya.